Fans of the Foo Fighters waited and waited after jumping through new COVID hoops to get into the show in the first place. The band was very late getting into Central New York tonight.
You know, we almost didn't make it here tonight.
The band was expected to play at about 8:30, didn't arrive in Syracuse until just before 10 o'clock tonight. This is a show that continues at this hour, much later than most of the shows at the amphitheater, and it's a production that concert goers won't soon forget. CBS 5 is at Hancock Airport. Onondaga County Sheriff's vehicles spotted escorting new arrivals just flying in on a private plane. And listeners to air traffic control tonight, just prior to this, say the tower was joking with the pilot, questioning if the pilot had a band that was late for a concert on board. The Foo Fighters are the first performers at the amphitheater to require proof of vaccination or a recent negative COVID test. A pre-screening option was available at the amp today for concert goers to show that they were fully vaccinated or had a recent negative test. The show was supposed to start at 8:30 this evening. That's when the Foo Fighters were set to take the stage. People were at the venue as early as 3 o'clock this afternoon for that pre-screen option, and a lot of them weren't happy about this day-long affair. CBS 5's Tony Black is with the Live Eye at the amphitheater tonight.
Michael, 11 o'clock, and you can still hear the Foo Fighters playing on the stage behind us, but they got on stage about an hour ago, but a lot of people are still happy that they were able to see the band. People have been steadily filing out for about a half an hour or so. A lot of these people mentioning, I have work in the morning, I have school in the morning, I have a babysitter at home, so unfortunately they aren't able to stay till the end of the concert. As you mentioned, the Foo Fighters were supposed to go on at 8:30. They didn't take the stage until about 10 o'clock. An announcement came over the speaker today and told fans that they got delayed in New York City. They were still in the air. They landed a little before 10 o'clock. Then they got here and they went on stage. Their opening act was supposed to go on at 7:30, but they didn't go on until roughly 9 o'clock. Now, this was the first concert where people either had to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test, and some waited hours in line to do that. As you mentioned, it opened at 3 o'clock today, so some people were waiting for a while once it got closer to 7:30 when the concert was supposed to start. But ultimately, people are happy that they were able to come and see the band tonight and see a lot of people walking out having a good time. But there was those who had to leave disappointed that there was the delay.
I'm a bit disappointed, a bit heartbroken. The Foo Fighters are my favorite band, so it was a bit disappointing.
I think there's a reason for everything. I just like people to be on time.
I'm a little disappointed. I haven't been to a live show since November of 2019, obviously due to COVID last year. I was really, really excited. I'm vaccinated. I stood in an hour line tonight to show proof of vaccination to go into the show tonight. So I am very disappointed to know that they are delayed.
This is the Foo Fighters' first time in Syracuse in more than 2 decades, and while there were some people who unfortunately had to leave the concert because they couldn't stick around any longer, there was also a decent amount of people that I spoke with who were actually making their way into the concert before the band had actually taken the stage. I met a woman who was coming from Buffalo. She was rushing to get and hadn't even known that the Foo Fighters had even taken the stage yet. So unfortunately, while some weren't around to stick around the whole time, other ones fortunately got to go on before the band even took the stage.
We sat on that runway for 4 hours. And we're like, maybe the show won't happen tonight. I don't know. You can't with Mother Nature. You can't with Mother Nature. So we're on the plane and we're drinking champagne and we're like, okay, either it's gonna happen or it's not gonna happen. It's still a beautiful day. I was like, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I said, at what time do we decide that we're gonna cancel? I said 8:20. I said, all right. Sitting there with my champagne, I'm like, 8:15, it's 8:16, it's 8:17, it's at 8:19, they said, all right, we're going to Syracuse. We got a rock show. We flew through all that storm and bouncing around. Oh my God, we're bouncing around. Holy champagne. Like that. We're laying here. We get a police escort. We get to the I put on my good shoes, and we're on stage in 5 minutes, and you know what? I'm glad we made it here tonight right now.